Good Tvach and welcome back to Just 2 Minutes, Just a Mishnah. This is Mishnah that the Nishmas, Fredele Basrachan, the Schos of Eli Yitzchak Ben Gila, and the Frost Ser Basuriba. Some Sachas Bava metziah Parak Tes, Mishnah Ches, and Mishnah Tes. Hamakabas Odem Mechaver Lezaras Orim, Lo Yizaren Ochitim. If someone is given a field to look after, and he has to give the owner a specific amount, not a percentage of the produce, and he's been given it, and the owner told him to sow it with barley, so he can't sow the field with wheat. Chitim yizarena sarim, but if the guy told him to do it with wheat, he can do it with barley. Why? Because wheat wears out the ground more than barley does. And what does the guy care? Because he still gets the same amount of stuff, just it doesn't wear out the ground as much. And if he said specifically wheat and not just the money, so he can sell the barley and give the guy wheat instead, and it doesn't wear out the ground as much as wheat does. Rabbi Shimon Gamliel says, no, you're not allowed to do that. You have to do exactly what you said you were going to do. Tavua laser and a kitness. If he had to sow grain, so he can't sow kitness, which is like legumes or beans. Kitness is around tua, but if he was told to do beans, he can sow grain because grain is exhausts the ground basically less than beans do. But again, Rabbi Shimon Gamliel says, no, you have to do exactly what you agreed on. Mishnah Tes, if someone gets a field to look after, again, b'chachiros, which means giving a specific amount, not a percentage, and he's looking after it for a small amount of years, meaning less than 7 years. Lo yazaren pishtan, so he can't plant flax there. Ve'ena b'kara shikma, and he can't take wood from the kara shikma. Now, what are the meaning of these two things? Why can't he plant flax? Because flax takes at least 7 years to grow properly, and it really destroys the ground. So unless you're gonna grow it properly and and it takes basically 7 years for the ground to become normal again, so he's gonna leave the ground in a terrible state. And then also there's this tree which they used to chop. Basically, they used to chop off the branches, use it for furniture, and then after 7 years, those branches would grow back. So he can't chop off branches because then when he leaves, if he's working the field for less than 7 years, there's going to be a piece missing from the tree and it won't have grown back yet. But if he got it for 7 full years, Shana Rishana Yuzarano Pishtam V'Yesh Lo B'Kara Shikma. So then in the first year he can plant flax or cut wood from this tree. Good Vach, and those are today's Mishnayos.